emissions on WBCN Boston. Hi, this is Marianne Nowottny, wishing WBCN Boston a happy birthday. Hi, this is Marianne Nowottny, wishing you happy holidays on WBCN.
Ow, sexy.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
We're gonna have a holiday.
Sit back there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Lori, Robert, Abigail, Allison. Laura, do you need more light?
I think I'm okay.
Just let me know. Is that microphone okay in that position?
Right. Albert, is the mic going to be too far?
Yes. That's very directional.
Excuse me. It has to go down.
Yeah. Oh, they'll sound great.
That's not her real body.
Especially since you're going to the restroom. Oh, is this 3 and 4?
3 and 4. Or is it 2 and 3?
It's 2.
Turn everything off.
What?
I didn't turn the TV off.
Yes.
I think she wanted headphones. Did you?
Yeah.
My friend, thank you.
WBCN British Lads. Simeon. My theory on these guys, if you like the beta band, you're going to love them. I think they're better. They're a better song. So it's a whole shambolic sort of thing that it sounds like there's not going to be a song and then everything falls into place. Chemistry is what we are. That's kind of the title track. It's called One Dimensions, just out on Astralworks. And before that, Gorky's Psychotic Monkey from Wales, their 8th CD, Honeymoon with You. WBCN Nocturnal.
Do you have the know-how? Do you have the drive? Do you need a place to show it? The WBCN Auto Job Fair, presented by Bernardi Auto Group, is where you'll find the place to show how good you are. October 10th, auto dealers, service shops.
Level on those you can adjust underneath.
It's kind of
It's right here, but right here. I'll hang out and you can let me know if it needs to. Can you hear a keyboard through the headphones yet? And you can just put it out there, October 10th in Norway.
Bang away.
hearing anything through your headphones, Mariana?
It's just the show.
Dan, shouldn't I get something on
No.
That's what it clicks. I was like,
Anything? No, it's still the show. Stevie?
it's okay.
Should I put it in audition? Should I try our audition? Try an audition?
You're the issue, the rock star, right?
Set the program.
I want to take everything there and put it in my room. It's dinosaur.
What's that? That's 2, 3, 4. Well, that's 3.
This is 3.
Yeah. 3.
CBS proudly presents the 53rd Emmy Awards. We'll celebrate the spirit of our nation.
What's that?
Honor the people who entertained and informed us. Remember the moments that changed our lives forever. Plus, Rob Reiner will present an unforgettable tribute to TV
Way to go,
legend
Traffic.
Carol O'Connor.
Where are they now? They did this Friday.
The Emmy Awards, CBS
Here
tonight.
today.
What's that?
Duluth's here all day today.
Well, they can. It's smoking weed.
Make sure
Now, what would our option be?
she's getting sound out, that's for sure.
Huh?
She's getting sound out, I mean.
Well, if for some reason this is...
Why don't I try it in, maybe it's that jack. Let's try it.
Try a different track.
Worst comes to worst, you can just mic the speakers. They did that at FMU, they just put the mic up to the speaker here and,
Yeah, exactly.
you know,
No, that works. That would work fine.
it does work.
It wouldn't work as well.
What now?
Just been working in program.
Well, if it doesn't work live, then we'll just put the mic up. Hey,
Punk rock, man. Okay.
yeah.
Takes on all shapes.
Thank you. It was on one of the movie channels that last week. Oh, really? That's like,
It's like, you're playing really weirdly. Isn't that weird?
that's the problem with having a program that's, I
So
think,
we're on 3 and 4. Right? Again, try and get. You want to get up close. You might get.
How about one more, man? We got another inch, maybe we can keep going. Just gonna bother you when it's on. And then bring on your action, so it's not reaching towards the keyboard.
I written because of those those guys from Providence that did the experiment.
Are you talking about the skateboard club? Well, the skating club that has the symbol kind of spray painted everywhere, like in New York.
What? Providence. It said obey underneath.
Oh yeah, it is. I didn't know where it originated from, but I just know I saw it all over New York, and I did see it.
They were
in
all
Boston.
over. It became all over the world, actually.
Wow.
It was an experiment that went awry. Yeah. It was just his picture, and it said obey.
Oh, nice.
And they came up with an arresting picture and graphics to see what kind of impact they could make, whether people understood it or not. And I mean, you can still, if you need time to go down Mass Ave, there's one on the.
Yeah, we saw one in Cambridge. She pointed out. She goes, "That's okay."
No, it wasn't written because of that. I just thought it was like a really good subject, and I kind of grew up with that character in my life because like wrestling.
The wrestling?
Yeah. Well, when like there was Hulk Hogan and Bruce the Barber Beefcake and all those guys, it was really fun. And all the wrestling girlfriends like we'd pull each other's hair in the ring before the fight.
Save this. Also, Lord. Somebody, well, we'll talk about this. They're telling me about his drinking habits.
Yeah, he liked 4 shots of it.
He would do like 25 shots of vodka.
Like 8 more.
Yeah. So we're on 3 or 4, right?
Yes.
All right, WBCN. Marianne Nowottny. Did I pronounce it right?
Wilhelmina.
Sorry. I think I have this. There you go. She was in the studio thanks to Oedipus, who actually set this whole thing up. And she hails from Northwest Jersey. And she has numerous CDs out. And she is very talented and very young. Now, I have to admit that I'm a little distracted today just because of all the events. I hope you're probably a little more focused than I am. You know, the bombings and all that.
Oh right. My mom has been freaking out. Like I hadn't been completely affected. Like my roommate at college, like she came into the room like as soon as it happened and slammed a suitcase on the bed and was like, "I'm out of here." And I was just like, why? I mean, we're probably gonna have classes tomorrow. I mean, do you really want to make it hard on yourself? And there's gonna be so much traffic. You know, think rationally here. And I was handling it pretty well until like I went down to visit my mom that following weekend, and she was crying. She just kind of broke down during lunch because she was just felt terrible and she couldn't escape the media. Like it was on the radio, it was just on the TVs at the bar, at the restaurant, and people were talking about it at the tables next to us, and she really couldn't take it, and she wanted me to come home for a while.
Well, I thought I'd kind of gotten over it and resumed my normal lifestyle, but then again today, 12:31, the bombs hit. I'm like, oh geez, here I am back again. I'm like, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's, I think the older I get or so, the more vulnerable I feel, perhaps. I don't know, but I felt very distracted and affected today. So if I seem a little, it's because of that. I think it's a damn good reason.
Do you want a cup of tea?
No, I want a wasabi pea. Anyway, thanks for coming by. I have to admit to being new to your music, very green to it, but I did my homework today, and I'm pretty infatuated. So you'll have to bear with me though, because I have to ask the obvious kind of boring questions because it's your first time here, and probably most of the people listening, it's their first time finding out about you also. So just in general, if you could just tell me how this all came about.
Well, I was hanging out in Newton, New Jersey, and and a group of kids, and they were kind of pumped out, and we were hanging out in front of the CD store, and I was goth at the time. Well, I saw this lovely couple walking down the street. I wish I had some to show you. They're pretty good.
You know,
I like to smoke cigars at the time, so I'm always smoking cigars.
I was over at Bill's bar one night, not to interrupt, but I am. There was this really bad a band playing one night, and the sound man, and we were kind of like making fun of him because it was so like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And the sound man was like, "Hey man, don't mess with the goth.
Don't mess with the goth.
Don't mess with the goth." It's okay. Okay. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
And one day I just kind of ran up to this woman who was always dressed so nicely, and I asked her what she was doing because she was carrying books, and she was bringing books back from a bookstore, and to and from, because she's a playwright, and she was putting them on consignment there. And I was like, I'm a writer too, and she was like, oh really, you know, maybe you can show me your poetry sometime, and we kind of got together, because there was like an opportunity they had set up for the kids to model for this magazine, Very, of Usha Poles, and it's a fashion magazine, and we were wearing these t-shirts with our kids, and it was a great experience. But then I became really good friends with these people because it was very interesting, and I never had done this, and I was having a lot of fun. And I brought some tape over from that I made in 8th grade with my best friend. We would just be in her room, and we had 2 keyboards on the floor, and we'd just write music all day long, and we'd go out and party at night. But that was the thing that would kill time, and I was documenting our early teenage lives there, and they loved it, and they wanted to produce it.
Now, were these tapes, these cassettes duped and 5th generation, 8th generation, 10th generation, and passed on in a buzz, kind of like what happened with Liz Fair years ago? No.
No, there was like 3 or 4 albums that we made with an interview recorder, and yeah, we would we'd crayon in the cover, and they were all different colors and looked very nice together. And some were destroyed, unfortunately, and we played it a couple of them for Mark and Lori, and
Mark Dagley.
Mark Dagley and Lori Bortz of Abbotttown Book Company, and I loved them. But in the meantime of trying to record Shell, which is the band that my friend and I are in, Donna Bailey and I was writing my own things, and Afraid of Me came out before the Shell album did.
Now, do you come from a musical family?
My mom does play piano, but she doesn't very often. Like, she knows how to play beautifully. We had a piano in the house for a year one time. We kind of got it because it was just $50, and then we moved and we couldn't afford to bring it with us.
Did they force lessons on you?
No.
Vocal training, anything like that?
No, none of that. I did that myself. I did vocal training for about 5 or 6 months this year because I wanted to get into the music department at Keene University, and that didn't happen.
I'm guessing, by listening to your music, that you didn't listen to or pay much attention to a lot of other musics.
Well, I didn't.
Growing up, because, I mean, most people who listen to other music are obviously affected by that and influenced by that. You don't seem to be influenced by anything except your gut, which is a rare commodity these days, I think.
Yeah, I only knew what was like super pop. You know, that's the only thing that came my way. You know, like the things that you couldn't avoid.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what I accepted. I didn't really think there was anything more. I didn't.
Have you ever tried or even considered writing a pop song?
Oh yeah, I do it for fun.
Yeah?
I have a whole bunch. I even have like this song that's trying to mix all the cliches of an 80s song, synth pop. Inspired by Yaz, really. I did a song for a compilation by Ninth Wave Records, a tribute to Yaz. And I covered I after E except, oh sorry, I after C after E, something like that.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No, you can't do that. Do you have any musical heroes besides Yaz?
Well, I definitely love Depeche Mode.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the guy left Depeche Mode and formed Janice from the guys.
Right at the very beginning.
Yeah. And well, I love Tori Amos. And I like Joy Division.
Oh man, I just got the box set.
Oh, did you really?
Oh yeah, my brother got it for me for my birthday, and I think I've listened to it about 8 times.
Oh wow.
It sounds like it was recorded yesterday. Go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw this video on M2. I was so surprised that they even had a video.
What, for Love Will Tear Us Apart?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Joy Division I came this close to seeing them.
Really?
They were supposed to play. Mark can probably back me up on this. You remember the Underground?
Sure.
With Jim Kaufman?
Oh yeah.
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 They were due to come over for their very first tour. The song had just come out 2 days before they were supposed to tour. He committed suicide, Ian Curtis. And so about 6 weeks to 2 months later, they came back as Joy Division, but it was essentially reordered and played, and they were great, but still. So.
I think I got their greatest hits CD.
Yeah, get the box set.
Yeah.
It's like it was recorded yesterday. The word prodigy gets bantered about a bit in some of the writings about you. Does that kind of scare you? Or do you consider yourself as? Or do
Well, I'd like to think my sound is completely different. So I guess like since I might be breeding a new genre with the music, I'm flattered, yeah, to be called a prodigy. And,
Now, you know, I actually read about you and read the tags on the CD itself before I actually listened to you, and I was thinking, oh my God, it's like, it was actually a lot more, maybe to these ears, just because I've heard so much over X amount of years. What it reminded me of was the same reaction to the Throwing Muses when they first hit back in the mid-'80s. Christian Hirsch.
Yeah, I went to see her actually with my friend Alice.
She's amazing. She's been in here millions of times.
Yeah.
Millions of times.
It was just her with her guitar.
Yeah, she's
It's pretty
amazing.
intense. She has like a demonic stare when she's concentrating when she's
Oh, yeah.
playing her music.
She sees ghosts. She does.
Wow. Oh yes, yes.
Oh, definitely. She talks to them, everything. Oh yeah. She has a guitar, you have a keyboard, and we're hoping that it works. Bang on it. There you go. I just have to turn this way down here. So, why don't you take it away?
Alrighty. This song is called Panopticon. Panopticon, I know you're there. Up with formulas I don't describe. He crawled the debris. Don't let it fool me. I've learned to trust dry hands and wires. Steal me from these white house to meet surveying screens. Don't erase my memory. My hands are tied. My hands are tied. To incubate my dream, to pensively redeem, to incubate my dream, to incubate my dream, to pensively redeem, to incubate my dream. Say my name is microdose and my life's a number. Tell me my suspicions were correct. You have planted slumber. Alright, these acquaintances decode this air. Report the gesture, analyze the smile. Who are these beings so close to me, so close to me? And what does it mean? my dream too pensively, oh dear, doing you bait my dream. I don't think I know you anymore. I don't know what you're looking for. I thought there was something more. I don't know what you're looking for. An optical, I know you're there. An optical, I know I'm scared. An optical, I know you're there. Aaron's drown these days, too sad ways to ever be alone for culture and ember to dismember, flickering So well, my lord, I'd like to sit down. Again, I'm getting tired, so I call out for the dividends I can't recover. So I let my head consume the fire. Of you, I was waiting for you. Smooth out wrinkles forced from the gritting. Exasperation for my own exploration. This quandary will burst my heart. Oh, oh, oh. Time is a haze. Carry the fire, carry the fire. Time is a waste. Carry the wire, carry the wire. Time is a haze, carry the fire, carry the fire. Narcissus was lazy too. He and I been hanging out by his river wandering. Now we could be buried alive so easily. So they say, you know you belong there at the fountain. I put out my fire. I such a fool. I was such a fool. That song was called Fountain of Youth. And this one I'm going to play is Figment, which is brand new. Golden temple, golden eyes, where the statue stands of David. But his name was John C. Technology didn't keep us apart because the memory I know was a figment. I don't know why I cry over something so dead. I don't know why, I don't know, I don't know why I cry over something so back in my life. Oh, he bashes out his brains every day, and what wouldn't I give for a piece of his mind? No. He probably thinks he's hallucinating the tears I cry, the tears I cry. He's probably dead now. Oh, he's probably dead now. He's probably dead now. I don't know how he lives his life burning rings from his faceless wife. Ooh, his wife. Oh no, I don't know how he lives his life burning rings from his faceless wife. Oh no, his wife. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. I don't know why I cry over something so dead. I don't know why, I don't know, I don't know why I cry.
All right, WBCN, let's clap. Marianne Nowottny, the last one, Figments from, I would assume, maybe a forthcoming recording?
Yes, there's a lot of songs actually lined up for that.
I'd say you should change maybe your middle name to Prolific.
Prolific? Marianne
Yes.
Prolific Nowottny. That's pretty good. Yeah. I'll consider it.
The previous two songs we heard, Panopticon and Fountain of Youth from the CD called Man-Made Girl, which is a double CD. Written, this is what a fella wrote about this, and this is a little scary. I'm sure you probably think the same thing. Man-Made Girl is probably the most important album of the new millennium. Now, how is a person, don't you wish people wouldn't write stuff like that? I mean, sure, you can pat yourself on the back, but really, how can a person follow up and live up to something like that, a statement like that?
Yeah, that's true. Well,
I mean, are you comfortable with that?
well, again, I'm extremely flattered, and
Exactly.
I
Right.
haven't really thought about like how hard it would be trying to live up to it. But I mean,
Well, there
I-
you go. That's where you have to step up on everybody else. Leave it like that. Be thankful. Okay? Because everybody else would say, "Oh my God, I have to make a better CD." You know what I mean? You know that inherent sort of professional pressure sort of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just kind of I had these songs even left over from "Afraid of Me" that I put on there.
Uh-huh.
So I guess like maybe it's just how everything tied in with the double CD.
Now,
That it-
how do you discern from what ends up as an instrumental as opposed to a vocal song?
Well, there's some things that like the melody of the voice wouldn't add; it would take away to some of the instrumental songs, and I just have to be just judge about that before just finishing the song.
Mm-hmm.
And
So it's not laziness.
no, no, and some songs you
I'm
just
giving
like
you a hard time.
oh.
Go
I
ahead.
get that a lot from Mark, so.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, anyways, yeah, I would just kind of, I would make them even like in 3 minutes, these instrumental songs, and
Mhm.
just making soundscapes. I'd be left alone in the room for a while between recording, and all of a sudden I'll come up with a new song, and I wouldn't even think about lyrics. And some, when I begin writing them, I have lyrics in my mind, like Visions of the Sun, which is not on any of the CDs. I just made that up. It's along a string of new songs like Figment. And what happened was I kept having these dreams, and one morning I just woke up and I just kind of sprang out of bed, and it was just so powerful. I just wrote the song, like I had the melody, I had the lyrics, and it was done. And I played it like 10 times a day for the next 4 days because I was so happy with it.
Mhm.
And it's like songs like that that just like, they're born and they just know what they're going to be. They're going to have lyrics and they're going to be solid. And
So your middle name is Pro. No, now see, that's the way I always imagine a person writing a song. You know what I mean? Just jumping out of bed or in the middle of the night writing something down and saying, oh, it's there, you know, it's come to me, as opposed to these people who say, oh, I have to go rent a house in the Swiss Alps and write songs. You know what I mean?
that's really strange. I think it just comes along with
Right.
new experiences.
So we're not writing songs this time before we go in the studio. We're going to write in the studio. You know, you see what I'm getting at? It's just, so, one of my favorite songs that we're going to finish off with, where did the inspiration for Andre the Giant come from?
Well, Mark had actually, Mark Dagley, he found a newspaper. I'm not sure which newspaper was it. Was it New York Press, maybe? But like, there's a picture of Andre the Giant, and he's like,
Right.
you know, we should write a song about this guy. I'm like, oh my goodness, Andre the Giant. He's a character. I remember like having the doll when I was small because we'd always watch wrestling. My brothers and I have 2 other brothers, and we were big fans. Like we'd order SummerSlam, you know, and be completely excited, you know, stay up and get popcorn ready and be with my mom, and like she had a total crush on Macho Man. She was really found he was gay, but like I loved Andre the Giant.